Now, we have all been told that these irons right here are groundbreaking. The brand new Cobra Limit 3D irons. As Cobra say, these are a player's blade profile that offers a similar level of forgiveness as an oversized game improvement club with feel of a forged iron. The Limit 3D irons are a product of an innovative advancements and are an industry first in performance and manufacturing. Well, I'm gonna question that because I have found these irons right here, and actually I said these are some of the most ugly set of irons for 2024. But with that being said, these are super oversized, these are super forgiving, so I thought we'd put a head-to-head battle in there. These are the Cleveland Halo XL, and interestingly, the full face, and when I say full face, I literally mean full face, irons. Look how thick these things actually are. This is crazy. So there's going to be three elements to this test. We're going to be looking at what one has the most ball speed, what one has the most carry as number two, and thirdly, which I think is really vitally important, what one is the most accurate. So let's start with ball speed and carry. So let's get right straight into this test. So for the ball speed and carry, we're not going to use a green. That's going to be in the element that we're coming up next, the accuracy. We're going to use the 13th hole. Look at this blue sky this morning, by the way. And we're going to say down this fairway right here. There's a post on the right, there's a post on the left. Those two posts are going to be like the runway. If I zoom in a little more, the runway we're going to use right now. Just look at the difference in them. This being the Cobra, this being the Cleveland. Let's start off, first one away with the Cleveland Halo XL. I'm going to say this, there's a huge price difference within these irons as well. So, I mean, I know these don't look anywhere near as good, but if you get something that competes, I mean, look at the size of that down behind the ball. I've got to show you that comparison in a minute, but let's get the first ball away with the Cleveland. Right, first ball. Oh, that's a rocket. That's a rocket of a 7-iron first off. Tell you what, I might play this club more often into that space. This is laying the gauntlet straight down. A 172 carry and a 129.7 ball speed. That is a very, I say, very, very strong start. And here we go, first ball away with the Cobra. I mean, it does look a lot sexier, this club. See where that ball went? That was crazy for the first iron shot of the day. Okay, here we go, first one with the Cobra. I bet that just as good, just as good. This is going to be seriously interesting. I would have none of those back. Now, on the angle, it looks a little shorter. When I say this is seriously close, it is seriously close. And I know we've only hit the first ball, we're hitting 3 to get an average with each before entering the accuracy category, but wow. That just flew 171 and had a ball speed of 129.6. Come on. I thought that would be close, but that is seriously close. Now, let me just show you the differences of these down behind the ball in terms of the shape, the sizing, and the overall looks. Let me know if you would game these Clevelands or these Cobras, what one you're preferring. As with all these videos, I want you to get involved with them on that looks good, that looks bad, I would change this. You know what I mean? I love hearing your opinion. First off, have a look at the differences in the size of the face. You can see the top one up here in the Cleveland, how this really is a full face design. You don't have any toe area like you have here on the Cobra in terms of, I guess, more traditional looking iron. So yeah, the surface area from where you're hitting from is definitely bigger on the Cleveland. And now have a look at this. Have a look at the differences down behind the golf ball. On the left, you have the Cleveland. On the right, you have the Cobra. Now, the top edge is a little bit thicker here on the Cleveland compared to the Cobra, but what's sticking out massively is this shelf at the back of the golf club. As you can see, as I said a minute ago, the Cobra is definitely the sexier looking club and the more traditional. But remember, apparently what we have is a little bit of a unicorn club here in the Cobra. So you look at this two ways. Is the Cleveland can perform the same as the Cobra? You're like, well, you could get maybe something that doesn't look as good for a quarter of the price, but then you could look and go, okay, Cobra have managed to do something pretty crazy here in terms of creating a really good looking club full of forgiveness and technology, but it doesn't look like it has it. And from this angle right here, you can really see that back shelf, can't you? That real difference. And then obviously, look at the difference here in the bottom profile. Now, based on these looks, which one are you going, okay, this looks way more forgiving. I could get more on with this one, or is the one where you're like, nah, this is just awful looking, it's ugly, I would go for the Cobra all day. Remember, this is like a quarter of the price, literally a quarter of the price. Right, let's go ball number 2 out of 3 with each. So here we go, ball number 2 with the Cleveland. Again, this launched really nice and high and I hit it right out the screws. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to swing the golf club around the same miles an hour, around that 93 miles an hour mark with 7-iron. Now in terms of this shot right here, have a look at how it flew. It's definitely up there with the Cobra distance on the first shot, but not quite as long, I don't think, as the first Cleveland. And now my second shot away with the Cobra. Again, I'm matching it around 93.5 miles an hour in terms of club head speed. And look how this flew. Again, an absolute stellar shot. The game is actually feeling solid this morning, which is good because this afternoon, I'm actually playing in a Pro-Am. My first competitive round in a year. Let's hit the final ball away with each, and then we've got enough to get our averages with ball speed and carry. This competition is really heating up now. The jumper is off. Let's hit the final ball away with each. And I'm really intrigued to see what we get right here. Greenkeeper just running in my way. Gives me a little practice swing. Back to one with the Cleveland right here. It's mad to see the size of that head down behind the golf ball. Like, it feels like you got a big clump on the end of this shaft. Oh, that was hit absolutely ripped. That was absolutely ripped. That's long. That is long. Look at that ball speed, a 131.6, club head speed again, right in there, and a 174 carry. That shot right there has just laid down a gauntlet. I literally didn't even feel that. Didn't even feel that off the face. I can't get over the difference in how these look. It's mad. This head is not a small head in the Cobra, but it's definitely a lot smaller. But it's, yeah, it feels weird now, that feels weird. Oh, that was just hit just as good. I do hope I take this game into this afternoon. I do hope I take this game into this afternoon. Oh, that's a good shot. That was a really satisfying flight. And in terms of numbers, a 173 carry and a 130.8 ball speed. This is literally neck and neck right now. I don't know what to call here. I don't know which one was faster. That was so close. It's now time to have a look, pick these golf balls up, and let's do the accuracy test. Let's start on a par 3 tee, then we'll go from the fairway and from the rough, one golf ball with each, absolute showdown, so we can really put these in a head-to-head battle. What one are you liking so far? Remember, I keep saying this, but do get involved down below in the comments. A little bit crazy to see. That's a Cobra Cleveland, that's a Cleveland, and then if I come to this side of the buggy, you've got a Cobra Cleveland and Cobra all in here. So you've got like a mixture of each very, very close together. Now that is a nasty back flag. So this hole 11 is measuring 176 to the middle today. And to be honest, I'm just bothered about the middle. I ain't going anywhere near that flag. First up, the Cleveland. The line here is just straight at the big oak. Just keep it the big oak, Alex. Oh, I pulled it a little bit. Get a piece of the green. Get a piece of the green. Get a piece, get a piece. Ooh, I think that's long. That was so annoying because that was such a shame. That was such a lovely hit. Maybe just pulled a little, but that literally felt like a gun going off my hand, like bang, like it just went. Just absolutely went. And I've just had a thought here. Maybe that one going off, wrong club, Alex, typical, innit? Right. And I've just thought here, maybe that one going off like a little bit of a gun in my hand is really showing us like accuracy value. And what I mean by that is like, sometimes like bigger, chunkier clubs like that can sort of, when you get it out the middle of the middle of the middle, you get a bit like a flyer. Okay, again, let's try and hit this one at that tree. Move it there. Okay, here we go. That's a beautiful shot, straight at the tree. That's middle of the green all day now. Okay, that's saying something, isn't it? That's saying something. Ooh, yes. I really do think that has just shown us something right there in terms of the Cobra being a little more accurate off the tee to start with. Now, there's two other scenarios we need to hit from: the fairway and from the rough. But the Cobra on accuracy just poked in there. So I'm just walking onto the green. There's our shot with the Cobra. There's the flag. You know what I mean when I'm saying with that flag? That is a nasty flag. And let's just take a few more paces. This could be really quite long, this. Oh, there it is. Look, just there. Now, in terms of like difference in distance, you can see that's quite away from where we just hit that ball right there with the Cobra. It did get a bit of a fringe bounce. But remember, this is the accuracy part of the challenge. One to the Cobra. Let's now go to the fairway. And I've just actually thought of something. What I'm going to do here is, let's get a pen out. Let's grab 2 more golf balls and let's just like sort of label these up a little bit. So we're going to hit two from the fairway, 1 with each, and 2 from the rough. Okay, so let's go star for the Cleveland and a C for the Cobra. That's the worst handwriting ever, Alex. But just so you can see, the star for the Cleveland and the C for the Cobra. Yardage wise, just making sure. We're going to a few steps ahead of this, but yeah, we need to go a few more steps. This is 188, so let's go 10 further up. Actually, no, let's go 7 further up, just ahead. It's crazy. Every time I see this Cobra iron, I really like the brushed effect. And that shelf appeal on the back, that lattice area, is really, really cool. Now, as you already know, you've seen the review of these, and if you haven't, it's here in the top corner. But these are like super, super premium, super expensive, and limited, hence probably the Limit 3D, to only, I think, 500 sets, possibly something around there, maybe 1,000. My point is, it's not a lot of sets. So, first one from the fairway with the Cobra. Okay, around that 180 mark out. Oh, that was absolutely pure. That was I keep saying it. I haven't got a better iron shot than that. And then just look how chunky that back area is right there. You can definitely see it a lot more when I hold it up. That black does blend into the ground a little bit, but yeah, it feels quite heavy. It feels quite, not heavy, but the look of that feels like it's a big lead weight on the end of it. But you know what? The size of that face, I'm really quite enjoying. I need to clean that first. And here we go. My shot away with the Cleveland, with the star on it. Here we go. Oh, that was pure as well. A little bit of silence there. It's drifting a bit. Get a bounce in. Ooh, I don't know if that's long again. I have to say, they were 2 of the best iron shots from the fairway I have hit in a long time. So it's now time to hit a couple from the rough, starting with the Cobra. This is a little leak down the right, so I'm going to be interested to see whether this one hits the green. And the next one with the Cleveland, this one went seriously high. But I'll be honest, through the rough, I felt no difference in terms of turf interaction. I did think I would feel a little bit of difference because the bottom of the Cleveland has sort of glide rails, which really helps that turf interaction. Okay, let's have a look at these shots right here. Remember, the C is for the Cobra and the star is for the Cleveland. You can see a golf ball here, a golf ball there, and then 2 here on the right-hand side. That I've just, if I hold that up there, you can probably see it over that ridge, that I've just missed the green. This is a C for a Cobra. That must have been the one we hit from the rough. This is definitely the Cobra we hit from the fairway, which then therefore makes, if I just show you this right here, C and C, that makes this one a star for the Cleveland, and then this one a star too. Now, that was really quite interesting. So we hit the green out of this 3 scenarios, twice with the Cobra, no times with the Cleveland. So in terms of accuracy, there's really just 1 winner there. Let's now have a look at this though. So I've done some calculations of the averages of the ball speed and the carry. And this is really quite interesting. I wasn't expecting it to be, well, this close and to have this winner. So in terms of ball speed with the Cleveland, we got an average of 129.6. You saw that last shot we got above 131. We got an average carry with the Cleveland of 170 on the nose. The Cobra had an average ball speed of 128.9. So a little bit less, only just, but at least half a mile an hour less than what we had in the Cleveland. But that's a good thing, isn't it? If it's that close and it looks that sexy compared to something that's that clumpy, That's pretty impressive. Or is it cheaper? You could sort of spin this both ways, I guess. Let me know what you think on that. And in terms of carry, there was 2 yards between them. The Cobra was 168 compared to a 170. So are they the future? Are they the future of golf? The Cobra Limit 3D? Well, the price point makes them super expensive and super exclusive. The one thing I'd also say is, for some people that want ultra forgiveness, which is what these irons give you, you're going to probably want to see a bit more of the chunky face like you have on the Cleveland. It's an interesting one, isn't it? The Cobras perform very well, not quite as good as the Clevelands, and the Clevelands definitely look a lot more forgiving because you've got that oversized, and I mean ugly, seriously oversized look to them. Let me know what your thoughts are on this video. Are the Cobra clubs the future? Maybe, maybe not. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel here at How Good Golf.